The Tenet Flux rifle is the sister's variant of the classic Flux rifle, with higher critical and status chance, higher fire rate, accuracy, magazine size and reload speed. It has lower critical damage, no punch-through and no battery. Unlike the original, this is an automatic hitscan rifle, not a beam weapon, so it has no range limit and no damage ramp-up. The Tenet Flux rifle has a high critical and status chance and a below-average critical multiplier, and a pretty fast reload speed. It deals mostly slash damage. Like other Tenet weapons, it has a 25 to 60% elemental bonus. I have a 41.7% magnetic flux rifle for more status diversity, and it's pretty good against sisters and their hounds. Heat, toxin and radiation are also good choices. The Tenet Tetra reaches its max rank of 40 after 5 formas have been applied. I don't have a special recommendation for the Exilis slot, it's not necessary to unlock it. While you can put Sinister Reach in there, it doesn't do anything since the Tenet Flux rifle isn't a beam weapon. The Flux rifle has its own special mod, Flux Overdrive, that can also be equipped on the Tenet version. Except, it seems that it's bugged on the Tenet version. The mod will usually increase the status chance while firing, for a random value between 150 and 250%, but it also doubles its base status chance. Even if this gets fixed, it will be a good mod to use. As always, I have a few builds to demonstrate. First, a normal build without galvanized mods and primary arcanes. I have it built for viral and heat. If you have a free slot, you can put Vital Sense in there, more fire rate, punch through or multi-shot. I don't have hunter munitions on this weapon since it deals more slash procs, especially with Flux Overdrive. My second build has galvanized chamber and primary merciless. The 4 seconds per stack is a bit unforgiving for this weapons, since it sometimes takes a bit more time for the target to die from slash procs. Primary dexterity is good if you're planning on switching between your primary and your melee weapon. Primary deadhead would be good, but it doesn't trigger reliably because it doesn't count if the enemy dies from a proc, instead of a pure headshot. And my third build has galvanized aptitude instead of heavy caliber. From what I gather, this mod still isn't working quite right. On the Tenet Flux rifle it scales damage, but not enough. With my magnetic flux rifle, I can proc 5 different procs. I still have serration because I have had trouble getting the necessary kills to trigger primary merciless and galvanized aptitude without it. I have to admit, I'm kinda disappointed with this weapon. From my testing, Flux Overdrive makes a big difference, and knowing that it's bugged makes me unsure how this weapon will perform if and when it gets fixed. If galvanized aptitude gets fixed, it might still be good, but I find it hard to tell. I still like the Tenet Tetra better, with its higher damage and alt firing mode that can take care of groups of enemies.